Jimmy and Grandma and Train Adventure, a Christian story about trust, wonder, and God's perfect timing. Jimmy could hardly contain his excitement as he clutched Grandma Ann's hand tightly. Today was a very special day. They were going on a train ride through the countryside. It was Jimmy's first time ever on a train, and Grandma Ann had promised him it would be full of surprises. As they waited at the Mossel Bay station, a loud whistle echoed through the air. Woo-woo, went the old-fashioned steam train. Jimmy's eyes grew wide. "Grandma, it sounds like it's singing." Grandma Ann chuckled. "Yes, Jimmy, just like how God gives each of us a song to sing, this train has its own joyful sound." They boarded and found their seats by the window. The train slowly began to chug along the tracks, puffing white smoke into the air like clouds floating to heaven. As they passed rolling green hills and sparkling rivers, Grandma Ann pulled out her little brown Bible from her handbag. "Let's read a verse together while we travel," she said, opening to Psalm 121:8. "The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore." Jimmy leaned closer. "So God is watching over us even on the train?" "Always," said Grandma Ann with a warm smile. "Even when the path is winding or we can't see what's around the bend." Just then, the train slowed to a stop in a tiny village station. A woman stepped on board with a little girl who looked nervous. She clung to her teddy bear and sat down in the seat across from Jimmy. Jimmy smiled and said, "Hi, I'm Jimmy. Don't be scared, the train is like a big adventure with God steering the way." The little girl smiled back shyly. "I'm Tandy," she whispered. "It's my first train ride." Grandma Ann leaned forward and said kindly, "Tandy, do you know that Jesus is always with you on land, in the air, and even on a chugging train?" Tandy nodded slowly. "My grandma says that too." As the train rolled along again, the three children of God, Jimmy, Tandy, and Grandma Ann, laughed, played a Bible memory game, and shared biscuits that Grandma had packed. Later, as the sun dipped below the mountains and painted the sky orange and pink, Jimmy whispered, "Grandma, this was the best day ever. I didn't just ride a train. I made a new friend, and I felt God's love the whole way." Grandma Ann smiled and wrapped her arm around Jimmy. "That's because God's love rides with us wherever we go." And as the train chugged on into the golden evening, Jimmy knew in his heart that every journey with Grandma and with God was an adventure worth remembering.